Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deepjyoti. Hope you are safe and doing good. Since this pandemic began last year, everyone is engaged in work from home culture, including professionals and students. As for students are concerned, including me, we are doing online classes in our gadgets, be it our cell phones or laptop or a tablet like this iPad. So today in this video, I'll be comparing this iPad with the laptop. It will be very helpful if you are confused between the two, so watch till the end. This video will be very useful if you are wondering which one you should go for, a laptop or an iPad. So I have divided the video into 5 different sections. The number 1, why you should go for an iPad. The second, why you should go for a laptop. The number 3 will be why can't we use Android tablets instead of an iPad. The number 4 will be my personal experience of using an iPad as well as a laptop simultaneously, and the 5th will be few questions related to the topic. The time codes are added in the description, so check them out and feel free to skip. So without wasting your time, let's get started. Now before starting with the comparison, let's talk about pricing. A decent laptop starts around the price of 25,000 to 30,000, whereas an iPad, the budget series starts around 30,000. So if you ask me which one you should go for, then my plain and simple answer will be an iPad, until and unless your main workflow is totally based on a laptop. Even if you can get a budget or the older generation iPad, then I will still suggest you to go for an iPad which is very fast and smoother. In fact, few days back, Apple launched their budget series which starts around the price range of 29,000 and you can get it as cheap as 28,000 using the student discount. I've already made a video on it. I'll provide the link in the iCard so that you can visit and know more about it. Now let's start with the first section, that why you should go for an iPad. Now do get an iPad if you want to take quick notes and you want a smooth notebook-like experience. It will be perfect for your class and as well as digital note-making purposes. Also, you can attend your online meetings as well. Now if you are tired of writing notes on your paper and find it very difficult to manage all those notebooks, registers, then definitely digital note-making can solve your problem. And I've been writing my notes on this iPad for past almost 1 year and I haven't found any problem. In fact, I'm blessed to have this iPad and I've completely switched over to digital mode of note making. The second is the support for Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil makes it quite smooth to write on an iPad. Now this is not a must-have, it depends on your budget. There are other cheaper alternatives which you can go for, like from Logitech stylus and many other brands. Now iPads are very light and portable, so you can take them anywhere you want. Just make sure that you don't keep it under a backpack, otherwise it might break. Now iPads are very flexible and portable as well. It is very lightweight so that you can carry it around anywhere you go without worrying about the backspace, and it can help you to save a lot of space in your carrying bag as well. Also, the iPad has great battery life. It can easily churn out 10 hours so that you can use it without any hiccups, unlike a Windows laptop which can give max to max 8 hours of screen on time, until and unless you are using a MacBook which has great battery life. The battery is great and you need not to worry about anything, so you can definitely go for an iPad. Also, suppose you are writing your notes digitally and want to send those notes as a text format, you can do that too using the Apple Notes app, which is pre-included in the iPad itself. Now apart from your academic or study purposes, you might also use the iPad as a media consumption device. You can watch movies, read books or play games. It has great screen and the sound quality is also great. The iPad I am using is the iPad Air 4 2020 version, and it has dual speakers right here and this side, so it has stereo effects, and while watching films or playing games it gives an immersive experience which you won't find in a decent budget Windows laptop. Now let's talk about the next section, that why you should go for a laptop instead. The number one reason is precision typing experience. If your workflow contains lots of typing, then definitely laptop should be a choice. The on-screen keyboard on a iPad is not that great, and you need to get an external keyboard like the Apple's Magic Keyboard, which is very costly, and the other option that is available is Bluetooth keyboards like I am using this. So it serves the purpose, but the experience is not that great like an actual laptop's keyboard. So then definitely you should go for a laptop instead. The second reason will be professional apps. So if you want to work on Adobe softwares like Premiere Pro, After Effects, or Visual Studio, or anything engineering apps like AutoCAD, then definitely laptop should be your choice, because those apps are not supported on the iPad itself. Apple might provide the support for these softwares in the near future, but I don't think that's happening very soon. Otherwise, nobody will buy their own MacBook series laptop, and everyone will buy these cheaper iPads. And the next reason will be the coding purpose. So if you're a coder, then you must know that how much important a laptop is, and all the major softwares like Visual Studio, all those apps softwares runs on a laptop well. So then definitely laptop should be a choice. And the last thing is file sharing, that if your workflow contains lots of data sharing like from HDMI cables, USB ports, or anything as such, then definitely laptop should be your choice, because iPad has only one port and my iPad Air has Type C, but the older generation iPads have lightning ports. Adapters available for those ports are very expensive, which are not viable for a student, and it is very costly. So these are the main reasons why you should go for a laptop. Also, the screen size is very big. My screen size is 15.6 inch, and most of the Windows laptops come around at 14 inch, around the price range of 30,000. So if you want bigger screen size, then laptop should be your choice. Otherwise, the iPad screen is stuck to 10.2 inches, and the bigger size iPads like the 12.9 inch iPad, that is the iPad Pro, it is very expensive, over a lakh Indian rupees. So that is not a viable option for students or any professionals as such, until and unless you don't have a budget problem. So these are all the reasons why you should go for a laptop instead. Now let's come to the next section, that is why can't we use Android tablets instead of an iPad, which is cheaper as well. Well, the logic is very correct and true that it is cheaper than an iPad. It starts around 10,000 Android tablets, but I will suggest you not to go for them, because let's say I'm a student and I'm purchasing something, so I will make sure that I use that device for my entire school or my college life, maybe 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. So I bought this iPad and I plan to use it for at least 5 years. That's the bare minimum I will use the iPad. So I don't think Android tablets will run smooth and powerful for that long amount of time. If your workflow contains basic stuff like reading websites, browsing, then definitely Android tablets makes more sense. But if you want to go into the world of digital note making, then the software support is not that great in Android. So definitely I will suggest you to go for an iPad instead. And in my home there is one Android tablet from Lenovo from the Yoga series. So it is just collecting dust, and Lenovo hasn't upgraded its software yet. It is stuck on Android 9, and the experience is really worse. Like, it's not been around 3 years or 4 years, and it is very slow and tedious. So I'll suggest you to go for an iPad instead. If you want to make a long-term investment plan, then definitely you can buy an iPad and it will really be worth it. The iPad has better optimizations, the app support is great, and you will really enjoy using an iPad for a student's perspective. But if you are planning to use for like maybe 2 years or 1 year, then definitely go for an Android tablet from Xiaomi, Realme, and other brands from Samsung as well. So definitely you can go for them. But if you ask me that which one I would prefer, definitely I'll go for an iPad. So yeah, that's personal choice, depends upon your budget, depends on your workflow pattern, and yeah, depending on your choice as well. So make a rightful one and don't regret after buying. Now if you ask me about my personal experience, then I'm using both the iPads and the laptop simultaneously for my work. Most of the academic study purpose I do it on my iPad, and for rest 30% of the time I use my laptop to do all my editing and learning new things like the Adobe After Effects and softwares like that. So in case you have an old laptop on your home which is very slow, then I'll suggest you to upgrade the internal of that laptop and buy an iPad instead, which will serve 99% of your work. If you are a regular student, like you want to use your Microsoft apps or browse emails and yeah, just browse the websites, then it will be fine. Otherwise, if you are an engineering or coder, then definitely you need to invest in a laptop. So make sure that what is your main workflow pattern, whether all your work will be served by an iPad or not. For most of the students out there, iPad can easily serve 99% of your work. So this was my personal experience, and Microsoft apps also run really great on the iPad itself. I'm using the Microsoft OneNote. It has bit of optimization issues, but it's not Apple's fault, it's from Microsoft, so that's why. But other apps from Apple, they work really great, no lags whatsoever, it is very smooth. So overall the experience has been pretty great till now. Now let's talk about few frequently asked questions related to the topic. The number one is, the Apple Pencil worth it for note-taking purpose? Yes, definitely the Apple Pencil works really great with the iPad, and if you primarily use your iPad for digital note making from your lecture notes, then definitely it is completely worth it. But at the same time it's really costly, and it costs around 9,000 to 10,000 rupees depending upon which generation you want. The older iPads use the first generation of Apple Pencil, newer ones use the second generation, which just attaches to the side of the Apple Pencil, say. And it is very experience is very natural and smooth, and the only problem I felt is the budget. So if you have a very low budget, then you should go for lower, cheaper alternatives like that from Logitech, so that will also do the job. Only thing that's missing from Logitech is the pressure sensitivity. If you are a graphic designer or want to do digital artwork, then that feature is really helpful. So otherwise for regular students it is completely similar, so you can go for the Logitech as well. Now the second question is, what is the best device for taking notes, especially for students, whether an iPad or the laptops? See, for specifically it depends upon the user. For me, I don't like to type notes from the lecture notes, otherwise my hand starts paining, and I'm not a very fast typer also. Rather I'll just jot down my notes on a piece of paper or now my iPad. So definitely iPad is my personal choice, but if you want to make notes by typing your notes on a laptop, then definitely you can do that. The third question is, should I be buying an iPad for note-taking purposes only? See, iPad is like a complete powerhouse, and apart from note-taking you can do multiple amount of things you just can't imagine. So after getting the iPad, I just learned how to draw or doodles and video editing. If you're a regular student and don't want to learn that scientific complicated stuff from Adobe, then iPad will serve all its purposes. You can enjoy your movies, play games, and do anything you want apart from coding as such. So definitely you can go for an iPad if it is under your budget, and I can assure you that it will be completely worth it. So the next question is it better to take notes on an iPad or paper? See, this is completely depending on your personal choice. Someone likes to jot down their notes on a piece of paper, whereas I'm more comfortable right now in jotting down my notes on an iPad. Starting few weeks, it was quite unusual to write on a glass because it was slippery, and I was not getting used to it. But after writing so much notes for around 1 month or so, I am now completely adjusted to this screen, and yeah, it works really great. Also, there are screen protectors from paper like, which provides a paper like feeling to the iPad screen, so that whenever you are writing, then you will feel that paper's friction, so that it seems like you are writing on an actual paper but you are not. So that is also there. So yeah, these are the major questions that being asked on this topic. I hope I covered all the points. So that's it for today's video. I hope you find this video helpful in deciding which one you should go for, a laptop or an iPad. So if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more such content. And if you have any queries regarding this topic, then do let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and stay happy. Bye bye.